welcome to Healthy Living, the show dedicated to helping you cultivate a vibrant and balanced lifestyle. Today we are tackling a topic that's crucial yet often overlooked, the impact of diet on feminine hygiene. Last week we brought a midwife, a registered midwife, and also a nurse who happens to be a content writer on Instagram, Miss Olakpeju, last week to discuss extensively on feminine hygiene, and we highlighted some important topics that can affect us as women. Women have a lot of hormonal issues, menstrual health issues. We also have other imbalances that affect us because of our reproductive system, and we have a lot to do to be able to cultivate the habit of good hygiene so that we can smell nice, feel good overall, and also not be a frequent goer to the hospital. These are issues that affect women's lives, people around us, and can be very fatal if care is not taken. Last week we highlighted various issues pertaining feminine hygiene. We spoke about what feminine hygiene is, and we said it encompasses a range of practices aimed at maintaining health and also cleanliness in the vaginal area. Not only that, but our body, because it actually boosts our confidence overall. If you feel dirty, you may not look dirty, but you may feel dirty, and these are things that can affect our mental health. And now we'll move on to from last week, because I said it last week that I was going to bring in Miss Tumino Olufora, our regular nutritionist on the show. I said she was going to come and probably help us better understand the diet part of feminine hygiene, because it's not only the outer part that is very important. It is actually what we've put into ourselves that makes us feel this good, and also help balance our hormones and other things that are important to human health. And from menstrual health to gut imbalance, the foods we consume can significantly influence our overall well-being. We'll be joined by our beautiful nutritionist, Miss Tumino Olufora. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you and welcome back to the program today.
You.
So how are you? How have you been this past week? Because we didn't have you last week.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've been all right.
I know you joined the show last week outside, and we brought in a registered nurse. She's also a content writer. She writes beautifully on Instagram to help educate young girls about health, and I actually brought a lot of things to her notice. We brought a lot of things that she helped us explain. But in the aspect of diet, you know, she's not a doctor in that aspect, and that's why we brought you back to the studio this morning, because I promised them that I was going to bring you to the studio this morning, and we're going to discuss extensively about the diet role on feminine hygiene. And I want you to help, please, buttress a little bit on diet and how it can impact feminine hygiene or hygiene in general.
Okay. So diets is not really, I don't know how to explain, but diet does not really have a role. I won't say a role because it has a role, but then it's not really that important in hygiene, because when you think about diet and you think about hygiene, you're like, how do these two relate?
Exactly.
But then they actually do relate, because when you talk about diet, what comes to your head is food and meals, and your meals are important in order to avoid getting sick, being ill. So when we talk about diet in relation to feminine hygiene has to do with keeping your body clean in order to avoid getting sick. So diet also has a role in keeping your body clean in order to avoid getting ill.
Thank you very much. And I wanted to understand that aspect of feminine hygiene and diet. Yes, it may not directly have a role, but it definitely has an impact, because what you consume overall is what determines how good your body is. And it's not about just being clean on the outer part of your body. What do you eat? The vegetables you eat, do you consume enough vegetables? Do you do the balanced diet, or you're the normal Nigerian that everything we eat is full of carbohydrates and other foods that are not really beneficial to our health generally? And thank you for explaining that beautifully. But when we talk about menstrual health now, let's move to move away. It's still feminine hygiene because it's only women that actually menstruate in the world. So when we talk about menstrual health and diet, what are the link that connects these two?
Okay, so as a woman, we all know what menstruation is. You know, you're losing blood every day. So you're losing blood every day for a particular amount of time. So when you say you're losing blood, how does diet help to play a significant role in this blood loss?
Thank you.
Number one, you need iron in your body because iron replenishes blood. So the blood you've lost due to your menstruation, you need to get it back. So you need to consume iron-rich food, and those are your vegetables. You get them from some nuts. So that's why you need to eat iron-rich food, especially during your period time. Then also oh god, I'm sorry. There's also one particular meal that you should be eating during your menstruation.
So we have different meals to eat during period.
Well,
to include in our food.
Yes, to include, because it needs to. You know, menstruation, you're losing blood, you're getting tired, it's just, I don't know if it's only me, but during my menstruation, I'm just very tired. Exactly. So there are meals that you can eat to help improve and boost those particular. And iron is part of it because you've lost blood, so you need to get it back into your body. Then another one is your cramps. I don't know if, I mean, it's not everybody that has cramps.
I think a lot of women
but then a lot of women have cramps. And some meals also help to
lessen
those things. Yes.
Oh, wow.
They help, yeah. Some of these meals are also vegetables, fruits, yeah. So when some people might not like to take all this during their period because they feel like, you know, some of them are watery and you can just, but then you should look for meals that you don't feel irritated about, and then just put them into your diet. Yeah, especially during those periods.
Thank you very much about the irritation part when it comes to menstruation. Many people don't understand that when you are actually menstruating, you get irritated. Yes. Like very easily, your mood changes, the hormones act up, and it is very tough. It's like one of the most under talked about 7 days or 5 days of a woman's life. And when we talk about food, you're talking about vegetables, apples. Some people will tell you I cannot eat vegetables and apples because I'm craving something sweet.
I'm craving something else entirely.
Exactly. People underestimate cravings also. People think cravings are exaggerated, a little bit exaggerated. And I think for me as a woman, I think that's very disrespectful to say, because you can never be in my shoes. You don't actually understand
what I'm feeling.
And a craving is very funny to the aspect. That is the only thing that keeps on ringing in your head, and if you don't get that thing, you might actually not be good.
You'll not be able to function throughout that.
Thank you very much. So when we talk about cravings now and feminine hygiene, I know that some cravings are very toxic. You see some people mixing things that I don't understand. That I actually don't understand how they do it, but at that particular time, that's what
you feel like
them. And I think maybe some of those things can make our period more painful. Because I think studies, some people say, oh, sugar is not what causes cramps. Some people say, oh, yes, it's sugary stuffs. But I think I've seen people that don't take sugar and they have cramps.
Yes, it varies. Sugar varies. I can take sugar today and I'm not having cramps. And I'll take it the next time and I'm having serious cramps.
That's true.
So it varies within the person's body. Yeah, so sometimes sugar may be the cause of your period cramps at that moment. But doesn't mean it's entirely the cause of cramps. That's why they also advise to reduce your sugar intake during that period.
During that period. Actually, people actually just say, oh, once a girl say, oh, I'm having menstrual cramp,
don't
take
take
too
sugar.
much sugar.
Yes, that's what
And
comes into their head at that moment.
sometimes you actually need that sugar. People actually are very different. Body are actually different, and if we are not careful, we start to diagnose ourselves. Things can go out of hand because sometimes you need sugar to boost your blood level, and we lose a lot of blood during it's actually a lot to be a woman, because I don't understand how sugar helps you boost your blood, and then when you take sugar also it can complicate menstrual cramps. Now let's explore gut health. Poor indigestion, you know, bloating, stuff like that. This happens, constipations. This happens during period, bloating naturally.
Even diarrhea self.
Yes, I think there is what we call period poop.
Yeah.
People have period poop, but people don't understand that there's something they call period poop. I'm one of those people, because if I think it's just something new that is happening to your body over the. It's not new over the months.
Your body is just adjusting.
Yes.
I feel like that's what just happened, because your body is trying to adjust to the whole. It's losing blood, so it's just adjusting to it.
So period poop is something that is actually very different.
I'm not a doctor, so I just, to me, I feel like during that period, my body is just trying to adjust to the whole I'm losing blood issues. So that's what I feel. Because
most ladies will tell you, I have period poop, and this happens to me maybe first day of my period and last day of my period. But moving away from that, when you talk about digestions, bloating naturally, with feminine hygiene and also diet, these are things I want you to help us merge together.
Okay, so you're talking about bloating, constipation, digestion. Yes. Okay, so I feel like this is normal, because some people gut health is under gut health. All these constipation, diarrhea is under gut health, and in order to improve or in order to improve your gut health, you need to take a lot of fiber, and those are gotten from carbohydrate-based foods.
Okay.
Carbohydrate-based food, and also fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
So when you're feeling constipation, can be a cause of you're not eating enough fiber. Yes, it could be that you're not eating enough fiber, so your body does not have, because fiber helps to release your body, helps to. So if you're feeling constipated, check your diet. What have you been eating? What have you been consuming these past few days, past few weeks? And you see that, oh, maybe I don't have enough fiber in my meal. I'm not eating enough fiber. So you can help yourself by just getting some. Eat fruits. I mean, once a day is enough.
I think people tend to overdo it.
They actually overdo it, and it's not. I mean, fruits are good, but then everything is bad.
Everything
has issues. You look at yourself and say, oh, water is good for my body. Let me drink a lot of water. I drink water today. I drink like 5 bottles today. Tomorrow, I'm drinking 10 bottles. You'll get to a point that you're going to get water.
Is it overhydration?
Not overhydration. It's a toxicity in the body where the water has become too much.
Wow.
Yes, it's a kind of disease, but people don't know that it's possible to get it, because they feel like water is good. But then that's what I'm saying. Just because it's good does not mean you should overdo it. That's why fiber in the body should just be minimal, because too much fiber can also cause another issue. Yes. So just little by little.
In moderacy.
Yes.
Because when we talk about constipations, diarrhea, other stuffs that affects the stomach, they can be very uncomfortable. Yes. Some people don't sleep. Some people have to go to the hospital to relieve themselves, and these are things that can affect women, because I think when you have a lot of things going on within you, infections can easily set in. As a woman, you don't have to have some. I think there's a stereotype when it comes to infection that you can only get infection through sexual
people believe that.
People believe that, and the nurse that we brought in, she was like, that's even for women, that's the list of where you can get these infections. Recurring infections can happen as a woman if you are not taking care of your feminine hygiene a lot of things, the kind of pants you put on, all of these things can contribute to infections building up in your body, and then you will not understand what's going on. And we also talked about boric acid last week. You know, when girls these days use a lot of boric acid. On my FYP Instagram, you see people advertising boric acid. When you are done with your period, insert boric acid. When you are doing this, do that boric acid. And she made us understand that yes, boric acid has been proven that it has benefits, but nobody is advising you to insert it. You're doing that, you're causing a lot of issues. You have infection. I think yeast is one of the most common infection for women. You want to use boric acid. Have you gone to the hospital to actually understand what is actually causing this yeast infection? So these are things that we spoke about last week, and it was a beautiful conversation. And yeah, so when we talk about health and gut health, I think we've explained the fact that things you consume can cause it, and eating enough fiber can help relieve it, but don't over actually hit these fibers. And we're talking about let's move to vitamins, these I think we've discussed it.
Yeah, we talked about it when we talked about fiber.
Yeah,
so
I think we discussed it previously
when we were talking about diet.
I think diet and every other thing. Maybe you can help remind the viewers about the importance of vitamins and minerals in the body.
Okay, so we just talked about vitamins and minerals plus carbohydrates being fiber. That is helping in digestion, helping in digestion. It also helps in blood sugar, control of blood sugar levels, because you see when you eat some particular foods, you realize that, oh, my blood sugar is not high, it's not low, it's just moderate, it's there. So all those vitamins, minerals, they help to boost those things. Also, vitamins and minerals, they help to replenish a lot of hormones that are lost during. They help to revitalize the body. They help to. So yeah, eating vitamins and minerals are very important, and those are gotten from your fruits, your vegetables, you get them from all those things.
Thank you very much. Now let's go on a short break, and we'll be right back to continue our discussion on impact of diet on feminine hygiene. Thank you for joining the studio. Please stay connected.
Right, my name is Corey Depitas, and I am a product manager. So this is a very innovative idea, and first off, everybody is a consumer, and so this is the voice of the consumer, and this is a voice that is going to be heard. For the first time, the consumers in this country are going to be able to express their ideas and to get to know your rights, to know what belongs to you. And it's going to change a lot of branding. It's going to change a lot of things, because everybody knows that we're not just getting things out for the consumers. The consumers have a right to accept. You know, as they say, the customer is always right. So the customer is the consumer, and the consumer is always right. So, you know, when there is control, when there is feedback, there is bound to be change. So so I said, I'm a product manager. When you develop products, sometimes you believe you know what the users want, and through different kinds of surveys. But when the users actually get the product, they can tell you their mind, how the product is, their feeling about the product. So it's good to definitely change how products are being designed, how services are being given to people, because you can get a feedback, and that feedback can make or mar a company, you know, and everybody wants to have good feedback. So it's definitely going to change the behavior of people that make products. One very good thing is information. Information is power. So the consumer is going to get way more powerful. The voice of the consumer will be heard, the opinions of the consumers will be heard, and that opinion will shape how products and services will be made in this country going forward. Be on the lookout. You are now in charge. Several things coming your way through this station. I'm very excited about it. The things he's already brought out. and there will be many more things. But the bottom line, the consumer is now in the driver's seat. So Consumer Alert TV, thank you for this innovative work. You're going to keep evolving and just follow the consumers. The consumers will lead you to what they want, and that's how it's supposed to be, always. You're going to have different types of consumers, and you're going to pander to the different needs, but you're going to be making consumers very, very powerful. So thumbs up, keep up the good work. My name is Korede Peters. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Healthy Living and Consumer Alert TV, and today we've been talking about impact of diet on feminine hygiene, and with me in the studio is Miss Tuminu Olufora, a nutritionist. She's a very familiar face on in the studio. Thank you for always joining us. And before we went on the break, we said when we get back we'll continue to our conversation on the impact of diet on feminine hygiene, and that's why we're talking about hydration. And I think it's water.
Yeah.
What role does hydration play in feminine hygiene, overall health of a woman, menstrual cycle period, and all of those?
Okay, so water, like we've said it countless times when we're talking about diets. We talked about water. Water is important in your body. Your body is made up of 80% water, so you need to replenish those water because there are laws during urination, there are laws during menstrual cycles. There can be laws during when you're sweating stuff. So all those, you need to replenish those water that you've lost. And water is important because when you sweat, you've lost some hormones, you've lost some important nutrients inside it. So those water will help to replenish it. They will help to support the body. Also, water flushes out toxins in your body. When you notice that you've eaten something that maybe you've eaten or you've even taken something, the water will help to replenish it. And yeah, that's mostly it.
Thank you very much. So from water to caffeine. People tend to take caffeine. Some people consume it in various ways, and studies have shown that caffeine can be dangerous to the health, especially in our innermost body. And when it comes to feminine hygiene, caffeine is something that I think people don't actually talk about. People don't really understand what caffeine is, how can we get caffeine, where are caffeine. Nigerians don't really understand the concept of caffeine. They just know, oh, they even say caffeine is inside Fanta, inside
no, we don't even know
soda.
Where caffeine is again.
So I don't understand. Maybe there's some drinks that contain this, or maybe it is coffee, this stuff. These are the issues that people bring up on a daily basis. There are debates online. Sometimes they say, oh, don't drink this, don't drink that. And whereas when you get to the hospital, some people will say, oh, you have to consume this, you need to drink this, you need to drink that. Yeah, so these are things that, I think there was a time I was not really feeling fine, and I went to the hospital, and I think I just noticed that I was always getting dizzy. I think I was on the journey to, it was when a doctor, a particular popular doctor, was promoting a month of not drinking caffeine, not drinking soda. So I was like, oh, let me join in not drinking this soda. Let me just join it. And I know that when I wake up in the morning, I feel dizzy, like my vision is actually very blurry and stuff like that. And I went to the hospital. They're like, what happened? What kind of diet? I went to the general hospital, so I was referred to different doctors. They're like, what happened? Did you change your diet? What's going on? Because from here you have low sugar and your blood pressure is dropping. I'm like, oh, I stopped taking some
drinking.
stuffs. They're like, who told you
told you?
that you should stop?
Yes.
Because they were like, some people actually drink a
They
lot
need
of
it.
sugar, but they don't have enough sugar in their body. Some people drink little and they end up having a lot of sugar. So you cannot tell me that somebody, you just say, okay, let me just join. Please make sure you inculcate at least a day. Just drink a Fanta, just one in a day. You will be fine. You don't have any sickness. Just try to boost your sugar level. I'm like, but I thought they said sugar is bad, you know. Because I thought caffeine was inside it. I'm like, oh, who told you that? Don't join the. I'm like, okay, I think Google is not my doctor
at all.
and internet is not my doctor. Let me go and let them check me out and let them know, okay, this is what you're supposed to be stopping or what you're supposed to continue. So this is why I wanted to talk about this particular issue. People stop soda, a lot of food, because somebody said, oh, it's not good for the health. Stop it. Don't eat it. Don't take it.
Okay, so to me, I feel like when you say you want to stop something, ask yourself first, how is it impacting my life?
Exactly.
Because I don't really take soda. Like, you can see me drinking soda once in a week.
Oh.
Exactly. Does not mean I'm going to stop it entirely, because there are just sometimes that, oh, I want to actually drink something cold and I will go for soda instead of water. But then you can, when we are talking about what you eat, what you take in, number one you should put in your mind is, how much do I take in? When you're talking about excessive, that's when you can now say, no, I have to back off. Because if you say, oh, I'm taking this maybe twice in a week, 3 times in a week, then I feel like that's okay. Unless they've told you that, do not take this, it's bad for your health, then that's where you should actually back up from it. But then if you're seeing that, oh, this thing I'm taking is not too much, it's not in excess, it's just normal, it's just moderate, then you're free to continue. When we're talking about caffeine, well, I'm not sure where you get caffeine entirely from, because you get caffeine in your teas you drink, Lipton or top tea, caffeine is there. Coffee, you find caffeine there. But apart from that, I'm not sure where else caffeine could be in. And now, because you say, oh, caffeine is bad for my health, from what some people have said online.
Yes.
Caffeine is bad for me. You now stop drinking your tea. What do you want to drink, please?
They'll drink water.
No, you're free. You're okay with drinking water. To me, I mean, if I'm not taking it excessively, then I'm okay with it. Sometimes I might say, oh, I want to drink Lipton today, and then next week I'm drinking Milo, because I don't want it to be too much in my body. So that's just it. You have to look at how much you're taking it. How many times am I taking this? If you're saying, oh, it's bad for me, how many times are you taking it in that day or in that week?
No, thank you very much for that. We spoke a little bit about sugar the other time, but I don't think we really went in depth. So sugar and hormone. Our hormone as a woman, I think almost everything can temper with our hormone. Hormone cause a lot of issues. Is it acne? Is it, I don't know, a lot of body issues. Your mental health, some of them are linked to your hormone. Your menstrual cycle, the way it comes, they are linked to your hormone. And there is a link between sugar and hormone. So this link is what I, as a individual, I don't understand. But you as an expert, you likely understand it. So help us understand the use of sugar and also how it linked to our hormone.
Okay, so sugar has to do with insulin, which is the hormones that the pancreas excretes.
Oh.
Yeah. And this insulin is needed in order to break down the sugar to give you glucose and glycogen that is stored. Because when your body is when you're taking in food, this insulin will break it down. It will store some as glycogen. That is when you're not eating and you're hungry, the glycogen will be used as food for you. That's why sometimes when you notice that I'm not eating in like 5 hours, but I'm not hungry, your glycogen is what the body is using to give you food.
Okay.
So that is what you're eating at that moment. So these hormones are very important in your body, because when you have, if you're not taking in your carbohydrates, which the body will break down to give you sugar, glucose. Glucose and sugar almost the same. So your body will break down these carbohydrates to give you glucose. And when you stop eating these carbohydrates, because you say, oh, they say I should stop. Online people say I should stop eating.
I went to go and search my issues on Google.
They say I should stop.
I should stop. Yes.
Eating carbohydrates. Where are you going to get this glucose from? Where are you going to get this? And which now indicates that your insulin is not going to be used, which could cause other issues. Like now, weight management can come in because you've eaten now, but your body cannot produce the insulin to help help break down those sugars that you're getting from other food. Issue has come in. You're talking about diabetes now because insulin is not working properly anymore. So all these things, when you see something online, you should not just agree with it immediately that this is what I'm having, these are the symptoms I'm having, that means I'm correct, that means this is what I'm having. No, you should actually do your own research. And when you do your own research, you find out a lot of things. Like you find out a lot of things. You find out what you're having or what symptoms you're having. And just because you see that, oh, these symptoms are almost similar to what I'm having, doesn't mean you have
that.
You should actually go and see a doctor.
I think Google actually complicate the issue because the kind of illness it will diagnose, you be like, you have cancer.
You might not even be having it, but then because you've seen one symptom that you have, all the other symptoms you're already automatically having it.
Yeah.
You might not have had it before, but
oh my
because two of your symptoms that it looks like you have, all the rest will start in your brain. You start seeing them where they are not. You start seeing things that are. So that's why we beg you to go and see a doctor. when you say you're feeling something or you're sick, go and see a doctor. Let them actually be the one to diagnose.
You don't self-diagnose yourself. About that insulin, I think there was an issue that happened online recently, this week. A law student that died in a university in Nigeria. And I don't think the importance of, I just know diabetes patients use insulin. We don't understand what they use the insulin for, and now you've explained the fact that insulin is very important. So for us that can be able to get that free of charge, we don't know how God has helped our life, because these people are not bad people that will just get illness from nowhere. Something must have been wrong for them to be able to get to that point. And this lady is a very young lady that passed away. A lady that's supposed to be a graduate of law, and she passed away because of negligence of one of two people. It's quite sad, and may her soul rest in perfect peace. And because she could not get insulin for 3 days, her condition became critical, and it is very, very sad, very, very sad. And now moving away from that, we learned that some food, coming about hygiene overall, not only female now, feminine anymore, overall hygiene, we learned that some food can cause body odor. That when you eat food that I went to the market to buy with my money, is giving me some kind of odor. Is this peculiar to some type of body system, or is it that when you consume, just like we've mentioned that overconsumption of something can lead to a lot of issues, and now there are a lot of foods, many different types of foods that causes body odor, and I'm very sure that at least that one is not a permanent body odor. Something that if you stop it, you will stop. So if you think you have body odor now and you've not gone to the hospital, please don't base your body odor on the show today. Please go to the hospital to go and know the kind of body odor or what is causing your own body odor. But today we're talking about the foods that can cause the body to smell, and this is a part of hygiene. You might be as neat as anything, but once you are smelling, people perceive you as somebody that is a dirty person, and it can also affect your confidence overall.
So I don't know, sometimes when you some people that eat onions, they eat curry, they eat turmeric, you sense it on their body because that is there, you just know automatically. So I would say some foods can cause body odor, but then not entirely body odor, because it just depends on how much you're eating and how much water you're drinking with this food. Okay. Like now, the food I've mentioned, onion. If you eat onion today, like raw onion, you perceive it that
Yeah,
you've
people would
eaten
know.
onion. They will know that it's onion you've consumed. But you don't know that you can drink water and that onion scent will not be in your mouth. Just drink water and that scent will leave your mouth.
But what is the importance of raw onions actually?
No, onion is good.
I know if you cook
very
it,
good.
is there no way that we can just cook this thing and eat?
It's very
Because
good.
trust me, I'm beside you, but I'm not eating the onions with you. But you are killing me with the.
Yes.
Seriously, why must we eat raw onions? It's not comfortable.
It's not. It's actually not comfortable because when you chew it, first things first, you're feeling pepper in your mouth. Yes, onion comes with pepper.
I love onions.
So,
But no, I cannot say I want to wake up this
I want
morning
to
now.
sit down and
I want to
and
eat
just
onion or
eat
garlic.
like
People
carrots.
Like cucumber. I don't know. People eat raw garlic. Why?
Yeah.
People eat ginger. Why?
Garlic is good for
You
you.
lick.
Garlic and ginger
Wait,
are very
turmeric
good.
is something that is pep. Like you eat turmeric.
It's
Why
actually
exactly?
very good for you.
Yeah, it is good, but cook it. You know, it's actually funny. But cook this thing. It's not funny when you are
Yeah,
making
exactly.
people
Uncomfortable
uncomfortable
because you
like
want
if
to.
you eat suya and you eat onion, you wake up in the morning, even you're not comfortable
you'll
with
be,
the smell.
You'll be
Like we can all do better. These are hygiene. Not only women now, even men. Let's stop. And there's some people that once they are coming, you smell curry. It's like as if they are cooking curry and fish.
every day.
And fish also. Just
When you deal with fish.
I don't know. Yes, just make sure when you are done eating this onion, people like it. Some people like it. So we can't say what you like, we should not eat it. At least some people some people consume tomato raw too.
Yeah, I feel like when you're eating, if you know you like eating all these things raw, you're free to do it. As far as you know how to not allow this smell of these things to affect other people's life.
Yes.
You should not.
Because I will
Drink
sit
water
beside you.
when you're done. Drink water. Let the scent, the smell leave your body before you come out of your house.
It gets to a point that these things smell in their sweat.
Yes, it comes out in this. That is when you've consumed it too
Too much.
That is when you've consumed it too much. Because you cannot tell me because I've eaten it today once now, it
Yes.
will start smelling on my body. No, it
Exactly.
won't. It's when you've overdone it. It now becomes in excess.
You can slice just small and eat it for today. Tomorrow you do this. But I feel like even if you are doing it every day, it will get to a point that it will build up in your body.
Yes, and it will become a toxin.
These are not things that normally supposed to eat raw. Just why are you eating them raw? Like let it be cooked. I love onions. I'm telling you.
I love onions.
I
in
love
my food.
onions so much because
But
I
you'll
feel
not
like
see me eat it raw.
I
You won't see
cannot
me eat it
because
raw.
I don't know. I love onions. I can slice a whole bunch of onions in one noodles. Yes, but at least I've cooked it. I've cooked the smell out. But that is why people cook fish. Some people don't cook fish. Oh, they'll eat it raw. Even red meat.
They eat fish raw.
Yes, people do
Wow.
that. People actually do that. They will eat fish raw. They will eat red meat. They will eat all sort of things. And then when you are sitting beside these people, it's like, what's going on? And we will always say, oh, I have body odor. What's causing my body odor? I've used a lot of roll-ons. Perfume is not going to kill these things. These are things that are coming out of
Yes,
you,
they're from inside your
inside
system.
your system. And if you are not careful about these things, it can cause a lot of issues, a lot of discomfort for people around you, even for you yourself, because you will always keep on wondering what's going on with me or what's happening to my body entirely. We spoke about body management, weight management, and hormones is something that we always bring up when it comes to feminine. Women have a lot of hormones, and these are things that we cannot, with our right, sorry for that break in transmission. This is Healthy Living on Consumer Alert TV, and we're talking about the impact of diets on feminine hygiene. And we before the break in transmission, we're talking about weight management and how does weight management affect hormonal health and menstrual regulatory.
Okay, so weight management. When we talk about weight management, you enter into obesity, underweight, overweight, and normal weight. So when you're saying you're managing your weight, it has to do with the meals you consume, how much exercise you do, all those small things could help with it. Like now, weight management, if you want to have a normal weight, you should always consume carbohydrates, protein, fats, minerals, vitamins, water in the proportions that are needed by your body, because I won't say in equal proportion. Last time we were talking about what adequate diet is.
Yes.
And just because I need it in equal proportion does not mean she too will need it in equal proportion. So you consume it in the proportion needed by your body to survive. And when you consume it in proportion, you'll notice that your weight, you're having the good weight. You're not overweight, you're not underweight. You're just in the middle. You're there. So that is what weight management has to do with. And when you say you're having the right weight, all these hormones needed by your body, estrogen, progesterone, they are being secreted in good quantity. They are being secreted by the body. So there's no issue with your body. That's it.
Thank you very much. And moving back to the online vendors, people that sell supplements, they will tell you, oh, you don't need to eat too much if you don't have appetite. Buy these supplements. Your body needs it.
Yes.
You don't even boost it now. So just take it. Your body will be functioning well. You don't have issues anymore once you start taking this particular supplement and stuff like that. Many doctors have come to say, yes, supplement is good, but you can't say you are living on supplements.
Yeah, you can't live on drugs.
So I don't understand where we got to the point that it is now drugs. It is now dropping food, the real organic food for things that we don't even. Even these supplements, you can't take it based off somebody prescribing it for you online. You can't tell me that, oh, I just want to buy supplements off the shelf. You need to go and see a doctor before you can pick supplements. We know that supplement is good for the body. But the advice on this is something that we would want to talk about in the studio this morning.
So when you talk about supplements are needed, but then not everybody. Just because I need supplements does not mean you also need supplements. Supplements should be given when a doctor prescribes that, oh, this meal is not enough for your body.
Yes.
Add this drug to it. That's when you should, okay, I need this supplement. Like now, vitamin C, everybody would say, oh, vitamin C now, it's just vitamin C. But then do you know, some people will not realize that vitamin C is actually a drug. It's a supplement. People don't believe that it's a supplement. They will just say, it's vitamin C now. Because even me, for a while, I was like, it's just vitamin C. But then I realized that this is actually a drug I am taking. It's not just vitamin C, it's a drug.
So in a city, people can consume like 20 vitamin C.
It's a drug. So when you're taking all this, like now, some doctors, some people online, some doctors, they'll tell you, take iron supplements. A lady, take iron supplements, is needed for your body.
Fish oil.
Take these. But then, I feel like you should only use supplements when you see that your body, the food you're eating is not enough for your body.
Yes.
That's when you should take supplements. All these iron supplements. If it's not needed, you should not. And like I said in the beginning, iron is needed for menstruation.
Yes.
So that's why some doctors prescribe iron supplements. And they only prescribe it to those women that when they take it, they see that, when they are on their period, they see that they are losing too much blood. That the food they are eating cannot replenish that blood on time. before the next month. So they give them those supplements. Take it with this food while you're on your period.
Now, people say
But then
iron supplement is for people online. No, they said iron supplement for people that their period doesn't come very well.
Well, yes and no.
Oh,
Yes and why I would say yes. Iron supplements. I mean, iron replenishes
the
blood.
blood.
So if you see that your period might be irregular, it could be that you're not eating enough iron. So that's why they say iron supplements for people that don't have. And why I say no, it's not only that.
Okay.
It could be that your period is leaking too much blood from your system, that your body
It's trying.
during your period you can feel very weak. Some people feel very weak.
Yes.
And then when they take their blood sugar at that moment, it's very low.
Low.
Exactly. So blood pressure is very low. So that's why I say it could be that your body has lost too much blood. That the food you're eating can no longer put in the new blood. So they advise that you put in supplements. You take supplements. So not all supplements, not just because I'm a woman, I'm gonna take iron supplement. No, it is only when you need it, when the doctor should prescribe that. Oh, take this supplement. It is going to help you. That's when you should go for it. You should not just go for supplements just because it's not advisable. It's not right.
We actually have advanced the fact that people use supplements for skin. For skin color. I don't know. It's very sad.
It's very
that many of us are putting our life in danger. These are things that can cause harm. They can cause a lot of harm to the body. Is it cancer, skin cancer, every other thing? And then we use it as if. I was watching a video before we came into the studio. Somebody was was advertising an under eye cream. That if you look tired, you have under eye bags, your under eye circles. Use this particular cream, and some people were commenting that don't buy it, it is fake. And I could see the amount of people that were saying, how much is it? We were that desperate that we now don't care about it. I think there are a lot of ways to get rid of under eye bag. Go to the hospital and confirm what's causing your under eye bag.
Number one, sleep.
Really?
Sleep. If you're seeing that you're having under eye bags, it could be that you're not having enough sleep. You're not sleeping enough. And your body is tired, so those bags are there. So sleep. When you sleep, that you now see that it's still there. That's why you can take yourself to the hospital. That maybe there's something else causing this. But if you've not slept, go and sleep.
People now want to, everything is
It's
Instagram.
It's
Instagram, TikTok. They'll be selling things that even if you sit down and remove your desperation, you'll be like, what is this person selling to me?
You actually think about it that am I actually
yes
listening to this?
And the issue of boric acid. Anything that is happening to you, is boric acid
It's not an
I
answer.
don't
It's not a
understand.
solution to it.
So it's something that we really, really need to actually work on, because if we don't work on these things, they can affect our lives, our health, and every aspect of how we live as women, as people in general. Because I think we not only spoke about women today, about feminine hygiene today, we spoke about a lot of things in between this, because they are very important to talk about. And if we don't talk about them, we wouldn't get to know that these are things that affect human life. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Thank you, Ms. Tuminu Olufora, for always coming to the studio to enlighten us on these issues very well, and we really appreciate you. Next time, we don't know if we will see you here, but by God's grace, we will be bringing her back to you guys soon on the show. I'm Kike Lomo Ajibola, and you've just finished watching Healthy Living, the impact of diet on healthy living, and this is Consumer Outlet TV. Don't go anywhere. Stay connected for more beautiful shows just like this one.